Hey guys, welcome to Gamers. So in this episode, we're just going to extend the park furthermore by just incubating and releasing more and more medium herbivores. So let's get started. Just give me a couple of minutes for me to, just do with all the... Yeah, I'm done. So let's get started, and this is what we did in the last live stream, and we released stegosaurus, triceratops, and many more dinosaurs into the park. Now what we're going to do today is we are going to create a facility for the flying dinosaurs or flying reptiles. Maybe that will be good, or we can just do few more medium dinosaurs and fill up the blank spaces here and there, and then we can move on to flying reptiles. We can do that. So let's get started, guys. Let's go to the incubation hatchery, and we are going to choose medium herbivore, and let's choose dinosaur to incubate. Pentaceratops. It's a pretty strong trait dinosaur. So let's incubate this, and we are going to give him a specific enclosure. Let's release 4 of them, and while the hatchery incubates, we'll just find out a separate space for this dinosaur. Maybe somewhere around here. I think that would be good, because we had a path, we extended it. We can connect the enclosure to the park. So let's do that. Okay, so let's create a circle enclosure. I think it's pretty small, so let's do that again. I just need a... yeah, I think this should be good. Maybe something like this. It's a little bit unique way of creating the enclosures. Usually it will be a square, and there are invisible fences that we can use, and this one is quite different. It's like a round circle concrete enclosure. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce some small water pond for the Pentaceratops. So now we're going to release the dinosaur inside the enclosure. Okay, let's move them inside here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. And it's gonna take some time for it to come, but I have fast forwarded the game, so it must come as soon as possible. And meanwhile, what we are going to do is we're just going to... sorry for that. We're not going to introduce the waters. We are going to fill the outside places with the forest, so that it looks like the enclosure is inside the forest. It's at the the dark, deep forest. So we're just going to fill up the blank spaces here and there, and also we can develop these places later. That we will do, but for now I think this will do. Okay, I think the dinosaurs came in. I've just chosen a random skin. Look at that. It's unique, right? The skin is so unique. It's like, it's really it looks like a predatory fuel. It's like pond. My god, it's look a bit scary. Okay, let's give him what he needs. Let's fill him with the forest. I think that we just have to reduce the brush and just have to create the forest. I guess that's it, and we have to fill the rest of the place with the ground leaf. Something like that. Okay. I think he should be happy now, and but look at that, seriously. He just have a huge shaped skull, and I think that's unique, right? He looks close to Triceratops, but he's unique. Okay, so let's we need to give the guest a viewing gallery for them to watch, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce some new attraction, like let's find out. Maybe a log view gallery. This will be something different. We can use it for the you know, the herbivores. Maybe we can use it somewhere inside the forest. Maybe they can just view it from here. Maybe here. Yeah. So we have a path here. Either we have to give it there, or we can just introduce it somewhere from here, like maybe without you know, changing the shape of the enclosure. This we have to add it, and that will be good. Now what we are going to do is just extend the path, you know, extend the path to make sure the guests have the access to this viewing gallery. So that we need to do. And it's not exactly a viewing gallery, it's like it's a log. It's like a wooden log, and this we can see from the movie Jurassic World, right? They used this log for T-Rex, the scene where the T-Rex grabs the goat, and I think that's the log we have used here, and that is something different that we have used. And let's go incubate another dinosaur from the hatchery. Maybe a Triceratops. Okay, it's not Triceratops, it's Ceratops. Okay, anyways, it needs 2 as a minimum population, and I think it can live with it cannot live with the Pentaceratops, that's a dislike, but it can live with a Hadrosaur, Ankylosaurid, Ceratopsid, and Ornithomimosaurus. Maybe we can just put him in a separate you know, enclosure. We don't need. I'll just hatch 4 of them. That will look good, and we are going to create a very small enclosure this time. We don't need a huge enclosure like that. Maybe this is pretty occupying all the space, and I don't want that to do. And let me just cut this path right in the middle. You know, it can save some space. Let's circle this up around the enclosure and just connect it. That's gonna give us some space. We don't need to use all the, you know, all the spaces for just a white path. We can just create another enclosure here and put the next dinosaur. That would be good. Let's do that. I hope this will be good. Let's find out. Yeah, I think that we'll be able to do it, but it's going to be a very small circle, so I'll just delete it. Maybe it's based on the first wall that you create. You just don't have to bend too much, maybe a little bit, so that you get the bigger circle, right? Yeah, this is also not a big circle, but I think this is more than enough for the dinosaur that we are going to bring in. Let's find out. Let's find out. There's something like that we have to do, and introduce some water for the dinosaur. I think this dinosaur needs a ground leaf. Let's find out. And we're just going to locate the hatchery, bring the dinosaur in. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here we cannot use a log because the space is very small. So what we can do is we can just build a viewing gallery outside the enclosure so that the dinosaur might get more space. That's something we can do, but I just wanted to maybe introduce this viewing gallery like this somewhere without disturbing the, the enclosure. Yeah, and we're just going to connect it to the path. Yeah, it's there. Let's find out what it needs. Okay, it's looked like a cow, right? It's like yeah, it looks like a cow. Let's find out. Yeah, as I told you, it needs a ground leaf. So we're just going to add some more ground leaves to this place. And I think it's comfortable. All it needs is one more dinosaur for it to live here. So we are done. We are done with this enclosure. So look at that. That's what we have created, guys. So I think if you go to, if you just check the map, look at that. We have covered most of the spaces with the dinosaurs. And we just have full lot of spaces from throughout the park, which we can do later. But now let's just focus here. Maybe we can use somewhere over here, or I just need some connectivity between each and every enclosure so that the guests can go and watch the dinosaurs. That's something which we need to do, which we can do later. So let's build another one. Maybe this time I really need a bigger one, not a small one. Let's bend a little bit and make a bigger circle. I think this is not bigger, but this should be enough for a medium-sized herbivore. So yeah, it's almost equal. So what we're going to do is we're just going to choose another dinosaur from here. So, and we cannot release, I like Iguanodon, but we cannot release it because it requires a lot of blank space. We cannot do that. And the next dinosaur would be maybe Torosaurus, because I think we have released all the dinosaurs, who are similar to the Triceratops. So I think this one is missed out. So let's just modify the skin. Let's choose something random, release more dinosaurs, and I think we can get more different colors of dinosaurs to the enclosure. That might be a good addition to the park, right? So, and those of you who are listening to the stream, please subscribe my channel and just hit the like button. That will really means a lot for me. Thank you, guys. So now we are bringing the dinosaurs here, the Torosaurus of course here, and we're just going to introduce some water, and maybe we can add some stones. I really wanted to do a separate version of this episode, because maybe later, not now, but I just wanted to introduce more and more decorative things to this park. That will be so realistic, right? But that requires a lot of time. But I will do that in one episode, guys. I really love to do that. Okay, so let's find out what he needs. He looks oh, sorry for that. He looks a little bit soft. He looks good. He's not a rugged dinosaur like Pentaceratops, right? So all he needs is a ground fiber. Let's add some ground fiber. Okay, here and there we are adding some ground fiber to the park. Now what we have to do is we have to add a viewing gallery, and also this time maybe a different kind of a viewing gallery, maybe a dome. We cannot do this because we need a plenty of space, so let's give a zip line. Okay, that will be different. Something like this, and it goes here. Yeah, we will connect the path, and don't worry about that. So maybe just something like this. We have to create something like this and just, you know, connect it to regular path, or you can just circle around, you know, circle around the entire enclosure, or half of it at least, to connect it to the other side. Okay, that way it will look cool. Okay, something like this, and we're just going to do it like this, and we're going to connect this and this. Yeah, that's quite different, right? So that's what we are trying to do, and let's release the next dinosaur. All I'm trying to do is release as much as dinosaurs to this park. It's like all dinosaurs should be in this park. That's what my you know, my intent for this episode. So let's go for the next one. Let's I think he's one medium big dinosaur that we need to do, but this time I'm going to choose a skin from you know, the movie, of course. It's 2022 Iguanodon from the movie Jurassic World Dominion. Okay, let's release with that skin, and we are gonna give him a space over here, maybe, or yeah, we can give him here. We can give this space, but we are not going to use the circle this time, guys. We are going to do it different way. Maybe you know, just close this area entirely and give him something different. Let's try something different, guys. Let's not go the usual stuff. And I just want to give him a big space, but let's see. Let's hope for the best. Okay, and we're just going to close here and bring it straight down, something like this. Okay, just we have to extend it down and a little bit like this, and somewhere like this, and just going to join it. Okay, it's not straight, so let's do that again. It's quite, we need a little bit of patience while we do this. It's a problem for all the park builders. I think they should know this feeling of you know, not going straight and being crooked, and you know, something like this should do. Okay, we're just going to remove that and bring it all straight, maybe like this, somewhat like this, and we can introduce, you know, 4 of Iguanodon inside that park. Maybe the enclosure is too big, we can release 4 dinosaurs, that shouldn't be a problem, right? So we can do that. There's forest already inside, so we don't need a forest. We are just going to add some water, and we're just going to find out what the dinosaur needs. Okay, something like this, and something like this. Okay, so yeah, should be cool. So the hatchery is done, so we're just going to release the 4 dinosaurs inside the enclosure, and let's find out how it's going to be. Also, we need to give you know, an attraction, maybe a gyro station, because I've not done that, but we have water I think that should be a problem. A water that just blocked that we can erase it through by doing this. I think that's also a problem. Now we're going to add a gyro station to this enclosure, right? So this is something, a new attraction that we have added to this part. Okay, something. Okay, there is a dinosaur release that's gonna happen because that's a block. It shows on red, and we are done. So all we need to do is connect the path from here to here. I think that should be good. Let's do that. Yeah, that is done. We have one gyro station, and I think that's really cool. Look at that. Okay, that's the gyro station. So let's fast forward for the dinosaur to come fast. Okay, we have one dinosaur already inside the enclosure. Let's go and look at him. Okay guys, this is Iguanodon with the 2022 skin. He's not looking soft, he's a little bit old, but he looks little good. Like he's looking so cool. So let's fill the gaps with whatever that he needs. Maybe a ground fruit. I think we can just put it right here, in and out of the gyro station. Maybe, you know, that will give him a space for the ground fruit. That's something we can do, and I think that should fulfill. It has open space. I think it also has the ground fruit, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Yeah, he's looking cool. So let's go and release the next dinosaur. Okay, from this list, I think we can choose Dino Series. Okay, I don't know what it's looking furry dinosaur. It's like I think it lives in the snow. So I don't think we have a snow. Let's go and check that out. Let's create 4 of this dinosaur, and I think we can add snow in this in this map. Well, let's find out. Let's give him an enclosure somewhere around here. Maybe we can just close an enclosure over here and give him that a snowy look. I think we can do that. Let's try it out. So this space is completely usable. I really don't want to miss even a small space, guys. We have a lot of dinosaurs to release, so we really have to use as much as space we can. So let's do that. Okay, something like this maybe, and I'm just going to go straight. I don't want to go crooked, and okay, that's the problem. We cannot join just like that. It will not allow us to join that. Yeah, this is something different. And now we have the forest already inside, so we can give the dinosaur a blank space, something like this. Okay, and to look more cool, we can just add the water or a pond in the entire area. That will really look realistic, more of a realistic kind of view. So look at this. Something like this. This will look so cool, right? So So let's, yeah, it we have done the incubation, so let's bring him. It's like 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to add a viewing gallery. That we can do it, but let's do this first. Okay, so we have released, and we have fast forward, so all 4 dinosaurs will come soon. Now I think this will be helpful. No, it's going out of the view, so that attraction is of no use, so we can go with a normal one. Okay, that will not disturb this place. Okay, let's go and check out how he is. Yeah, it looks like a squirrel, right? I think he needs more water and snow and everything, I guess. I don't know. Let's go and find out. He needs fish. Yes. As I suspected, I think he needs more space. He needs more water, more space. But space shouldn't be a concern. We already have more and more space, like 70% of the space. But let's kill the forest and find out what he needs. So now he has adequate water, but he needs ground leaf. Let's give him the ground leaf in the space. So I think that solves the problem, and we are going to give him a fish. That should be in the center. Yay, we have made him 100% comfort. Yeah, he's happy. So I think we have not connected the viewing gallery to the path, so let's do that. And now again, I don't want to use the complete space for just a path, so let's do something a cooler way to do that. Yeah, something like this. It will be cool, right? Done. So now we have done, and we have occupied almost all the blank spaces. Now we have all dinosaurs that is filled up here. Okay, look at that. It's all the complete part that we have in the end of the part, almost the end of the part. The part starts right there and it ends here. We have just occupied all the spaces now, at least at the end of the part. So what we are going to do is just cover everything with the forest, like, so that it looks realistic. Something like this, and wherever we have the blank spaces, we're just going to cover it up like this, and that will solve the issue. Look at that. So this is everything. Okay, so we have almost done with the herbivores. I guess most of the important dinosaurs are now being released in the park, and I guess now what we can do is we can just build more and more the guest facilities, right? Like if we choose this, you can see a lot of red places, right? Like the red path, which means the guest doesn't have this facility at all. So let's give it. Let's build these amenities wherever the path is red in color. Okay, let's do that. And let's add a restroom too, because I don't think there will be a restroom or a shelter coverage, or yeah, it's not there. So it's just going to add one. And also when we come here, we don't have it anything at all, so we just going to add one by one a food, a drink, and I think a gift. or a food. So that the first one was a gift, water, and food. Okay, that's done. We are going to add a restroom. So this will look really different, right? It's like the entire park looks different and it's amazing, right? Like we also have to add the shelters. So let's add the shelter somewhere over here. Maybe here. And one more over there. Somewhere over here. Maybe here. Alright, so I think all the places have been full. Look at that, from 1 star we have just improved to 3, almost 3. I think it's 2.8 or 9. I think we can find out. We can find out from here. I think it should be somewhere over here, I don't know, maybe it should be around 2.9 or 2.8 something. So let's ignore that. Let's not focus more about stars. But yep, we have built the entire facility with almost all the valuable assets, the dinosaurs inside this park. So, and I think we have done it. We have done this, and maybe in the next episode we will just do a flying reptile, like I said initially. I wanted to do that, but let's do it in the next episode. Maybe somewhere, not of course close to this park, maybe somewhere over here, and somewhere over here. We also have to extend more lagoon. Like we have only one lagoon section which has a mosasaurus, right? And that's an attraction when the guests enter initially in the park. So, and then we had all small dinosaurs, and when they start going through the monorail and they end up in a place where they will have all the medium dinosaurs here, all the herbivores. Okay, so they can just enjoy this side of a park. So that's all for today, guys. I guess we will catch up in the next episode. Maybe 2 days, maybe in the next 2 days I might go live and stream the next episode. So we'll see